Hey everybody, welcome to this month's question of the month. Of course, if you've got a question that you'd like me to answer, just go to yoganatomy.com/my question and I'll do my best to get it on video for you. So this month's question comes from Yuval. It says, Dear David, thanks so much for all the great info. For many months, I've been struggling with jumping through with straight legs from Adho Mukha to Dandasana. I'm able to float pretty good in Surya Namaskar and jump through with cross legs to Dandasana, but for the life of me, something always gets stuck as I float forward and reach the line of my palms. He didn't finish it this way, but I guess with straight legs. It seems to me as if my hands are too short to support this transition. Is that possible? Obviously, I know that this transition is not the indication for a good practice. I'm glad you said that. But I must admit, I'm curious about what the bleep is going wrong anatomically. Thanks again, and be well. Okay, Yuval, good question. It's one I've been asked before, not necessarily on a question of the month, but in workshops. I have to admit, I've never been able to jump through with straight legs, so I feel your pain. I tried for a while, just like you. It ended up, it has no indication of a good practice, so I let it go. I think you're onto something, not short hands, but short arms, which is another way of saying long legs, right? Because it's all relative. So certainly proportions matter, and there's one other proportion that you need to keep in mind there. It's not just long legs, short arms, but do you also have a long or short torso? So if we look at it from the ideal, it would be the people who, from a proportional point of view, completely, the people who would have the easiest time jumping through with straight legs would be people with long arms, relatively speaking, short torsos, and short legs. If you have long legs, long torsos, and short arms, you're going to have the hardest time doing the same thing. So, you know, if you think it's your arm, or it doesn't even matter which one of those it is, but there's a good chance if you're strong, which it seems you seem to be saying you're strong, you can float, you can jump back easily, and so it's not strength. There's only one other factor, which is hamstring tension. And so if the hamstrings are tight, that is another possible restrictor for your ability to get your legs through with them being straight. So if you want to test and trying to get a feel for what it might be, you can lengthen your arms. Not surgically. Don't go cutting your arms off and then putting them back on with an extra few inches. Just put a block under your hands. Can you jump through with straight legs if you stack a block underneath your hands? If you can, then it might just be proportions. If you still can't do it, then there's a better chance that maybe there's still some tension left in your hamstrings that's preventing that from happening. Test it out. And maybe that'll give you a few things to think about. You can always email me and I'll see if I can help you a little further if you need it. All right, everybody. If you've got a question you want to submit, go to yoganatomy.com/my question.